Welcome to our fourth video in our SOLIDWORKS CAM technology database series. In this video, we're going to learn how to set up a machine. We have already learned about creating tools, creating a tool crib, and getting our post-processor files. I like to do all three of these items before setting up my machine. So let's start by making a copy of our first machine. Let's start by making a copy of our first milling machine. Once I activate my milling inch machine, which is the default machine, I can simply make a copy. Once I select my copy button, we will then have, after selecting the copy button, I now have my fourth machine listed. I can go ahead and make some changes. Let's say we want to make a Haas, let's go with a VF3. Okay, now I can name my machine up top. I then have a couple other things that I can set up here. First, of course, is the post-processor. All of the post-processors that we can add or that are already added by the installation of the software are located here. I could go ahead and select the Haas VF3 post that is installed as I'm installing my SOLIDWORKS CAM software. I can also pick the duty of the machine. This is basically going to affect the feeds and speeds that the machine has. We'll keep it on medium duty for now. And then we have another option here, how we want to output multiple parts. You can output by tool, feature, or part. So if I'm machining 3 different parts on 3 different vices on my Haas VF3, I can choose to have the first tool machine all 3 parts until it's done, and then do a tool change and keep going, so on and so forth. Or I can machine by each feature. Like if my first feature is a pocket, it will machine that pocket on each of the 3 parts and then move to the next feature. Or the last selection would be to have each part cut in its entirety, and then it will move to the second part and cut that one in its entirety. I then have some specifications that I have here. Horsepower of the machine, my feed rates, and other things like that. So if my feed rate was going to be, let's say, 950 on this, and maybe my rapid's going to be 1200, I go ahead and put these items in. I also have my table travel that I can control. And then moving on to my turret, I can pick and choose the tool crib that I want. In our case, in one of our previous videos, we set up tool crib 4. So I can now make that selection because tool crib 4 exists. Then I can move on to my spindle speed. We'll leave that at 12,000. And then the very last item is my setup. So if I had a 4th or 5th axis and I wanted to do some indexing, I can simply go ahead and select 5 axis, and it will allow me to have that already set up when I select my machine inside of my SOLIDWORKS CAM software. So once I'm done with setting and modifying all of the parameters for my new machine, I can choose to make this my default machine. By selecting default machine, every new part that I want to program will already have this Haas VF3 that I set up there. Any existing parts that have already been programmed will have the machine that was applied when the programming took place. So if I want to use my new Haas VF3, I will need to reselect it inside of the software. So this video, we got to learn how to leverage the tools, the tool crib, and the posts that we have already talked about into my machine creation.